One of my favorite quotes is from the poet Rumi, who said, "What you seek is seeking you." And what he means by this is that whatever we are looking for in our life, whatever we are seeking, it's already out there. It's already within us. We just need to recognize it or understand it better. So when we start seeking something, it's almost like the universe takes notice. And then it says, "Oh, so you're seeking this thing? Okay, let me send you more of it. Let me put it in your path." But sometimes what happens is, we don't know what it is that we're looking for. We may think we do, but we don't really. Or we might know deep down what it is that we want, but we haven't done the work to get to that point yet. So we don't quite believe it's possible. So here are 3 things to do if you want people to start respecting you more. And these are things that will make a huge difference in how other people see and treat you. Number 1, do less for others. And this is kind of counterintuitive, right? Because most of us were raised to be people pleasers. We were taught at a very young age that if we wanted to be loved or accepted or validated, we needed to do things for other people. So many of us grow up thinking that the way we show love is by doing stuff for other people. But what happens when we do this is we end up creating resentment. And it can also be really hard on us physically, emotionally, mentally, because we are always trying to make other people happy. And this comes at the cost of our own happiness, our own peace, our own well-being. One of my favorite books that talks about this is called The Gifts of Imperfection by Dr. Brené Brown. In this book, she talks about how we have to stop trying to be perfect and start trying to be whole. And she also talks about how we have to stop comparing ourselves to other people and start appreciating our own unique gifts and talents. So when we do less for others, we're not doing it out of obligation or out of a place of fear. Instead, we're doing it because we genuinely want to. And this makes a huge difference in how our actions are perceived by other people. So instead of seeing you as someone who is always trying to please everyone all the time, they'll see you as someone who is confident and secure enough in yourself that you don't feel the need to do this. And this is something that people will respect. There was an experiment done by psychologists at Harvard University where they divided students into 2 groups. One group was told to spend a week doing nice things for strangers. The other group was not. At the end of the week, the students were asked to report how happy they had been. The students who had been instructed to do nice things for strangers were much happier than those who had not. And this shows us that doing nice things for others can actually make us feel good too. So if you want people to respect you more, try doing less for them. Try focusing on your own needs and wants for a change. Don't feel guilty about putting yourself first every once in a while. You deserve it. And I promise you, people will notice and they will respect you more for it. Number 2, speak less. Now this one is definitely one of my personal favorites. I am an introvert and I love to talk. But over the years, I've learned that talking less can actually be a really powerful way to command respect from other people. When we talk less, we come across as more mysterious, more intriguing. And this is because when we talk less, we leave more room for other people to share. And when they share, they feel heard, they feel seen. And this creates a connection between them and us. And when people feel connected to us, they're going to naturally respect us more. We live in a world where it seems like everyone is always trying to be the loudest, the funniest, the most outgoing. But it's the quiet ones, the ones who don't feel the need to fill the silence, who often end up being the most respected. These are the people who, when they do speak, everyone listens. Now, this isn't to say that you should never speak up, never share your opinion. Of course not. There's a time and a place for everything, and if there's something that you feel strongly about, something that you think is important, you should definitely say something about it. But in general, I think we could all benefit from talking a little less, listening a little more. And this doesn't just apply to our interactions with other people either. It also applies to our interactions with ourselves. When we learn to listen to our inner voice, to our intuition, to our gut, we become more aligned with who we are, what we want, and we start to live a life that is more true to ourselves. And this is something that other people will notice and they will respect us for it. Number 3, show less. Another way to command respect from other people is to show less of ourselves, our emotions, our feelings. Now, this isn't to say that we should suppress our emotions or that we should not have any vulnerability in our lives. What I mean is that we shouldn't wear our heart on our sleeve. We shouldn't let everyone see our emotions, our feelings. Why? Because when we do this, we give other people the power to control our emotions. For example, let's say that you're feeling really happy, really excited about something that's happened in your life. If you start telling everyone about it, if you start sharing all of your excitement, then what happens if someone comes along and says something negative, tries to bring you down? Well, suddenly your mood has changed. You're no longer feeling happy and excited. You're feeling sad and disappointed. And this is something that other people can take advantage of. When we show less of ourselves, we create a sense of mystery around ourselves. We become more intriguing to other people, and they have to work harder to figure us out, which means they're going to respect us more. Now, this isn't to say that we should be dishonest or deceptive with other people. Of course not. We should always be authentic, honest, genuine in our interactions with others. But we don't need to reveal everything about ourselves to everyone. In fact, I would argue that we should be more selective about who we open up to, who we trust. This is the best way to protect ourselves from other people's negativity, their bad vibes. And it's also the best way to attract positive, like-minded people into our lives. So there you have it. 3 things to do if you want people to start respecting you more. Do less for others, speak less, and show less. These are things that will make a huge difference in how other people see and treat you. But it's important to remember that the ultimate goal of all of this is not to get other people to like us or respect us more. It's to become our best selves. When we do that, when we become the best versions of ourselves, other people will naturally be drawn to us. They'll naturally respect us more. So don't do these things to try to win other people over. Do them because they will make you feel good, not just in terms of external validation, but in terms of internal validation. Do them because they will make you feel more confident, more secure, more whole. And that is something that will radiate from you and draw other people in. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Also, if you'd like to learn more about how to become the best version of yourself, check out my other videos on confidence, self-esteem, and self-worth. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.